It has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Protesters are now breaking through the DNC wall, aka fences, as they're trying to get through here. Here's what's going on right now, live.
Stop funding the genocide! Biden Harris, you can't hide! Stop funding the genocide!
Alright, you guys ready to go?
Biden Harris, you can't hide!
Out of the way. No, let people walk.
Are you guys ready to go?
Stop funding the genocide!
Are we going or not?
Biden Harris, you can't hide! Biden Harris, you can't hide! Stop funding the genocide!
Don't take long.
Biden Harris, you can't hide! You can't hide!
Grab that shit, bro.
Biden Harris, you can't hide!
Ready to jump.
Stop funding the genocide! Biden Harris, you can't hide! Stop funding the genocide!
Biden Harris, you can't hide!
You can't hide!
Stop funding the genocide!
Stop funding the genocide! Biden Harris, you can't hide!
Come on, let's go.
Breaking through the gates, as you can see, agitators telling people to let's go.
Biden Harris, you can't hide! Free Palestine! Free! Stop funding the genocide!
So that's what's going on. Let's get another update here from Savannah Hernandez.
All right, y'all, this is Savannah Hernandez in front of the United Center for the DNC. And as you guys can see behind me, we've got quite a few protesters, and the police have now arrived. Now, they broke through this first barricade, and they were trying to break through the second one that's right behind me. So now police have arrived. There's quite a few presence. Again, this is day one of the DNC. This is what it looks like on the ground. They've been marching all day since noon. They started in Union Park, and they now have made their way to the front of the United Center. You have a lot of attendees here for the DNC, just a block and a half away. You can actually hear the chanting of these protesters at the main entrance of the DNC.
Wow. That is wild. Let's take a look at another standoff here with the cops. They're saying Biden Harris, you can't hide. Biden Harris, you can't hide. And this is what's going on right now outside. Well, let me show you guys this one. This one right here. There's people arrested. Oh, wow. People arrested. Girl crying. So the DNC is moments away from starting here. We got Joe Biden speaking tonight, and we have people being arrested. What a scene. What a scene. The girl with a colored hair, shorts, she's arrested. There's people on gates here. Protesters take down one fence near the DNC. What a wild scenery. Biden Harris, you can't hide. Let's go here real quick.
But folks that are here for the DNC, that they're able to get inside of the United Center safe and sound. Again, from our vantage point, we were able to see Chicago police remove 3 people, specifically 2 women and 1 man. We'll learn if there will be any official arrests or charges made. That's the latest here on the city's west side. Nate Rogers.
Can you guys hear this? Yeah, so the DNC is moments away from starting. Moments away from starting. Let's go back here.
Ronald Egnor over there on Facebook. Valerie Gale Griffin was there earlier. And
yeah, so that's a an update of what's going on. Let's look at the wall. The wall was pretty weak, guys, and this is close to the DNC. Let me show you guys the moment where they actually broke through here. The moment they broke through. Here we go.
Who's she? Who's she? She can't hide. Get up! Get up! It is right to you can't hide. The DNC is this way. The DNC is this way.
So as you can see, the DNC is this way. It's the chance that they're going with here, as the agitators are making sure, and this is what's going on right now. People are being arrested, so the cops seem to be managing as more people are showing up.
I've seen them identified on their uniforms, but there might be, I don't know, is there Illinois State Police there? I don't know. So far, I've just seen, when I've seen the label on their uniform, it said Chicago, but there certainly might be other police there. Again, I would think maybe, if anyone, Illinois, is there Illinois State Police there? I do not know.
So a couple of arrests being made. As you guys can see, we're switching off. Let's go back here. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Barrier and onto Washington Boulevard. They were there for about 15 minutes with a lot of police standing around until the riot police approached from the west and shut everything down and pushed everybody back out. And it's just kind of a standoff situation here, but the crowd is diminishing. I can tell you that. Back to you.
All right. Thanks for that, Dane. So we have been covering this story since the beginning of our 4 o'clock. Things got a little out of control with the.
Yeah, things got out of control day 1 at the DNC. Let's go back to what is happening over on this side on Agenda Free TV.
But police seem to have pushed everybody back who went through the broken fence. And you can see the riot police there. And we just have the situation where these protesters do not want to leave. And the police are not moving forward through the broken fence, but they're just kind of facing off against each other where this broken fence is.
Okay, I have another video from the moment that they broke through here. Let me make sure that you guys can hear this. The DNC will be starting very shortly. We will be keeping track of all of that. Make sure to smash the like button. Bunch of photographers getting their money shots. They're getting their money shots here. A bunch of photographers getting their money shots, as you can see here. Riot police, riot gear. We're getting ready. Standoff in Chicago for this protest at the DNC. We already knew it was going to get wild, but it's getting pretty wild, man. And let me actually go here real quick. So breaking mostly peaceful. There's a name for these people, by the way. A name starts with an A. Starts with an A. If you guys know. But then, what is he saying? Thank you, Eagle Eye, for your donation. I appreciate you.
That guy's still on the fence up there.
He's scared of these bitches.
He says he's not scared of these BITCHs.
We ain't gonna use They're ready to kill civilians like this. He's ready. You guys are ready to hurt civilians or what? Proud of yourself, bro. 400 years of history. Get it. Get it, man.
By the way, I showed earlier how the whole city was locked down. I don't know how these protesters got this close to the DNC, but the whole city has been locked down. I'm going to show you guys a video of that. But what I'm starting to figure out is that they didn't lock up the whole city and not allowed people to walk. They locked up the whole city because of looting, because it was Fifth Avenue vibes where all the stores were at. So that's what I'm starting to figure out.
I guarantee half of you know it's right. I guarantee most of you know it's the right thing to do. Y'all should be over here with us or letting us in there. I ain't gonna break in. I'm not a criminal. I'm a Christian. I believe Jesus loves everybody, but I'm here for Gaza. I think most of y'all should be here for Gaza. If you've seen the live stream genocide happening over the past year, you're still over there.
Work hard all day, go home, keep your feet up on the TV and pass out. But there's another world besides ours that is suffering at our fucking hands. We can do something about it. We can save the world.
You can do something about it. You can do something about it.
You can be the spark that starts a wildfire. You can come over here and it would change everything. If you came over, it only took fucking one of us to start a fucking revolution.
We don't want to fight with y'all.
Well.
We want to be on your side, but y'all don't want to protect and serve us. You want to protect and serve the corrupt.
You think of us as the enemy. We know how y'all work. We're the enemy. Y'all at war with us. That's not true because we're your people. You shouldn't be at war with us. You should be at war.
This guy sounds like what is he saying?
Warmongers.
Ooh.
The money is worth more than the lives. The money is worth more than their lives. That's what it comes down to. I lost my job due to this. I don't care a bit. I got 5 babies at the home at my house depending on me. That money ain't more important to me than their lives in Gaza. Just saying. Start coming down. almost the whole way. They do. Y'all got to get right with Jesus. Is what y'all need to do.
Is he's bringing Jesus into this thing? Does he think he's on the right side of history by protesting and screaming at cops that are just obviously doing their job? These guys are just being told what to do and they're doing it. That's their job. Should be mad at the government.
Are y'all invited? Oh no, they don't.
Someone said, are these Republicans? No, these are not Republicans. Absolutely not Republicans.
Get there.
These are liberal. Nah, these ain't even liberals. These are super progressives, super far left progressives.
I'm tired of the scraps, aren't you?
Hey, you got a lot more to pick up. There's a lot.
So they're screaming at the cops. We're gonna come back to that real quick, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like. I don't know what part of Chicago this is, but this is where all the expensive stores are at. And where all the expensive stores are at, they made sure to basically, like, look, you got Dior, you got Versace, you have all these expensive stores where they have locked that whole area down. So protesters can walk, but they just can't get to loot. So basically, a lot of these corporations, billionaire corporations, are basically asking the city to cover the streets. So that way nobody goes. Michigan Avenue, is that's what State Street and Michigan Avenue, is that's what it's called? Okay. So yeah, this is Jimmy Dore basically walking as the whole city is on lockdown, but you can walk, but you just can't get across the street. And they're probably going to lock everything down so that way protesters can't get to the stores in a moment tonight. So downtown Chicago has been pretty much locked down. Now let's go back to here, see what's going on.
You couldn't hear me. Police have come on the other side of the broken fence. So it looks to me like the police are going to try to clear the protesters out from near the broken fence, because the police are now on this side of the protest. They're on the protester side of the broken fence. See? Look at this.
Now, why don't I have the same energy for crimes in Chicago? Or why don't they have the same energy at the border? That's something that does really bother me. Like whenever it's like, I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
This is the first time I've seen them on this side of the fence. They came. See that's the fence that's the fence that was broken through. But now the police are on the protester side of the fence.
As you can see that it says do not enter. Do not enter. Let's go here real quick. See what they're talking about here on Fox 32 Chicago. Really want to know what the reporters, how their reporters are reporting this. Let's take a listen.
Trying to assess what was going to happen. Now, there is I should point out, a secondary security fence on the south side of Washington Boulevard, so they weren't able to breach that one. They just broached the fence on the north side of the street. Now they are all back in the park. The police officers in riot gear came from the east on Washington Boulevard under the training of one of their supervisors, taking instruction from a supervisor, and moved in on the crowd, the protesters, and a lot of the media that was standing there as well. Mike Flannery, as you heard just mentioned, that my photographer Ed Flynn.
Yeah, so Fox 32 Chicago is there. They're covering the protest. Now we'll go back here to Agenda Free TV. He's done a great job covering this whole thing.
Because I'm not seeing the protesters anymore. But a big police presence. Now they're going through the park. So the protesters I think are walking away. Are those protesters walking away from the fence?
Go that way.
What's going on now? What's going on now? Look at this. Look at this. Look at all the police. Wow.
Can we send all these police to the border?
Major police presence.
But these guys are good to go clear the park. So we need to go. We need to push out that way.
So it looks like I don't know if they just came over, but that's a huge amount of police that we're seeing there. I don't know what the plan, maybe they're just going to clear people out from anywhere close to that broken fence. I don't know.
Benny Johnson is out there. Is Benny Johnson covering this live? Let me go to Benny's channel real quick. He might be live streaming this. No, he's not. Real quick, does anybody know what time or who's speaking at the DNC tonight? I know Obama's supposed to speak at some point, but I know Biden is definitely speaking tonight. I'm not sure what time. As you can see, cops are getting lined up here to go at it with the protesters and make sure the protesters do not step out of line. So how tough are the protesters? That's the real question that we should be asking each other here.
Dolores Wilson, thanks for your support as well. Big police presence here, as you can see.
Somebody said all the cops are out of shape and fat. Welcome to the United States of America.
Now, what's going on here?
Okay, this guy is talking. Let's go here real quick.
You heard it there from Superintendent Larry Snelling. 4 people arrested. We believe they were somehow involved in the chaos that erupted here at the fencing. At least 2 of them I can see are still on the scene right now. We are obeying the superintendent's commands, which are to move back so that officers can do their job. Again, it's a sight that we have not seen in a while here, at least covering these protests here in Chicago. Hundreds of Chicago police officers here outside of Park 567. Again, we are obeying the law enforcement's orders and moving away. We'll continue to cover this and bring you any updates on air and online. Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.
Thanks for that, Nate. Nate and Jane will let you guys do your job. Glad everything is settled.
So it looks like things are slowing down. Let's see real quick. Uh-oh. Another standoff here with this guy. Is this guy about to get arrested?
March forward right now.
Order!
Does anybody know the time? So that way we know what time is Biden speaking tonight? He's probably going to be the last speaker or the first speaker.
Out that area near the broken fence.
This guy's yelling. What do you guys think he's saying? I can't really hear him. A lot of people are saying that Biden is resigning. We should definitely be covering that. You guys think that he's resigned? Uh-oh, they're stepping forward. Uh-oh.
There's protesters. Are the protesters going to move back? What's happening?
Uh-oh, it's about to go down. Oh, are they moving back? No, this guy's about to be arrested. Someone said Lizzo is about to sing.
There's still some protesters here. You can see them. A lot of press as well. Uh-oh. There's that guy too.
So, okay. Look, this guy, I told you, the cop is just trying to tell him to move back. Just move back. This guy doesn't want trouble. This guy just wants you to move back and clear off and get out of here, bro. That's all this guy wants. This guy wants to go home to his family. They're moving him back a little bit, little by little. White liberals always think they're fighting for. Somebody said white liberals think they're the saviors. Yeah, white liberals, man. What is going on? They're moving them back. They're moving slowly and slowly and slowly. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I'm gonna come.
Uh-oh, they got somebody. Look, guys, somebody's being taken into custody. Somebody's being taken into custody right there.
Who is it? Is that the white liberal or is that the other guy?
They are taking another person into custody now.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! I'm moving back! Don't touch me!
That guy.
Oh, he got arrested. Look, he got arrested, guys. Wow, what is there? This is crazy.
That guy just got taken away. There he is.
They're still moving forward here.
Let's go through, let's go, come on, let's go, down the path, let's go.
What time does it start? The DNC at 8 p.m. or does it start at 7? And let me know. It looks like Chicago was ready for this. It looks like Chicago drew them into exactly where they wanted to. They broke through the barricades or the wall or the fence, whatever the heck they built. So what do you guys think? What do you rate this? From 1 through 10, how ready was Chicago police for this? Because this There's still a bunch of protesters, but they're on the other side, and they're beginning to push them out, and they're just arresting them one by one if they don't move. As you can see, they're moving forward here. 10, you guys think they were prepared for this? I know that in Los Angeles, they were not prepared. In Los Angeles, it was insane.
So what I believe is happening is I believe they are clearing out the park where these protesters were. I think it's Park 578. I'm not sure, but I think they might be clearing out. It's called Park 578. If it's not, it's near there. But it looks to me like that they're clearing out the park that was right where the fence was. So I'm guessing. I might be wrong about that, though. But what is that? If I'm trying to, I'm going to try to figure out what building that is while you guys watch.
Someone said, imagine the smell. Imagine the smell is crazy. All right, so there you have it. Oh, more police. They're rushing on the other side. And so here are the protesters that haven't left yet. They're trying to clear them out. There's a whole bunch here now. On the other side, there were no protesters because they got cleared out already. They're starting to move forward. They're moving forward. This is kind of like how it was in New York with the college protests.
Yeah. So again, from what it looks like to me, I'm looking at Google Maps, and it looks like they cleared out this park. That was the park is where the march had gone to, and then some people in the march had taken down this fence, and so I think they just basically cleared out the entire park. They're moving people like a block further away from the venue than they originally were allowed.
Yeah, they're moving forward and forward and forward and forward and forward. Someone said they're super weak protesters. Well, they got all the way through the park and they broke down through the fence. They just didn't want to go any closer to the event because it looks like the cops were ready for them to meet them there. This is only day one. What is day two going to look like? We're going to be covering all this stuff. Yeah, a lot of people are saying this is giving Summer of Love vibes. And for the last 7 years now, 8 years, every election cycle or every election year, stuff like this begins to happen. Something happens either worldwide or domestically. And people start protesting and they start trying to do all type of stuff. Someone else just said they're going to try to blame Trump for this. Oh, they're moving forward again. So as you can see, all the protesters are on the other side. Yeah, so as you can see here, there's a huge fight happening between the black community right now and the Free Palestine community, where a lot of the black community feels that the Free Palestine community is actually racist. And this is all like happening on TikTok and happening on Twitter. It's a wild infighting. They're moving them back. Okay, so here you go. Here's the protesters. They're moving them back. Let's see if anything pops off here. As we're covering this live from Chicago, the DNC is just blocks away from here. But they're having a big fight because a lot of the Free Palestine people are like, we're not going to vote for Kamala. And a lot of the black people online, well, there was a Palestine protester said, oh, you guys are just going to vote for Kamala because she's black. She's the black token. And a lot of black people took that personally and started attacking the Free Palestine crowd. So, yeah, it's a huge fight. Everybody's fighting in the DNC. Everybody. And I mean, literally everybody. This is the craziest thing. Oh, his live stream is acting up. I don't know what's happening. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me here. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. We might have to move live streams here. This live stream is acting up. Okay, so let's actually go to the DNC Chicago protest. All right, you guys can hear me? Okay, cool. So stick with me here. We're going to go to protest in Chicago. We're going to find a live stream that is showing exactly what's happening with the cops. Everybody has been, there's been some people really streaming this for the last few days. All right, here we go. So we found something here. Let's go here. Let's see what's going on.
Move back! Move back! Move back! Move back!
So this guy right here, as you can see, this guy, 1000%. He's a part of the group called the A group. I can't say that name on YouTube because I get flagged for some reason. But yeah. Yeah, when you see white liberals with wearing all black mask and an all black outfit, then you know exactly what's going on. Uh-oh, they're arresting somebody. It's going down on the other side. It's going down on the other side. And they're moving forward. They're moving forward on the other side. Let's see. Trump is back on X with Elon tonight? Really? Where'd you hear that? Is that something new? I haven't heard of that. This is what the DNC looks like right now, by the way. The crowd, nobody showed up. This is what it looks like right now. People are beginning to speak. I remember the RNC was filled up from night 1, and Trump didn't speak till night 4. Oh, look at this. What is this?
Fucking idiot.
Oh, they're dragging this girl. They're dragging this girl all throughout. This is earlier. This is what it looked like earlier. So the cops look like they have done a heck of a job clearing up this whole thing. As the DNC is literally about to start. Let's see what they got going on here.
Okay.
So as they're clearing it up, they're getting closer to the protesters. And you can see there's hundreds of cops, and they are telling them, but they're getting closer to the protesters. They're clearing it out. Protesters are actually less gangster than the ones in New York. The ones in New York were just getting arrested. These people, they are moving back. Pineapple Queen sent $50. Thank you so much for sending your donation. I appreciate you. Yeah. So they're moving back. They're not as gangster as they were in New York, man. I'm going to be honest. Somebody said, wait till it gets dark. Yeah, we're going to be covering it. I don't think I'm going to be covering it the whole night, but we're going to be covering it throughout the week. And if anything ever happens, you guys know I get on live stream very quick and we go live. But they're clearing it out. DNC is about to start. As you see, the DNC really has nobody in there as of right now, and they're literally about to start at 7 p.m. So I could be wrong, but look, this is how empty it looks at the DNC right now. Looks like not that many people are showing up. So Agenda Free TV is back up. Okay, we'll get them going here. We'll get them going. I want to have both angles here, but nobody is showing up to the DNC. Isn't that crazy? Like, I remember the RNC was literally filled up every night. Uh-oh, something's happening here. Something's happening here. Go back. So yeah, they're having a standoff. They're having a standoff, but it is pretty insane. Nobody showing up to the DNC is actually crazy on night one. I'm getting some more updates here for you guys to make sure that it is correct. And I'm looking at the crowd. It is correct. Wow, the crowd really, people aren't showing up. I would have thought it would have been a sold out crowd, especially to see Biden. Maybe give his farewell speech, because I know his wife is going to be talking tonight and he's going to be talking tonight. And people are already talking. So people are already talking. Very interesting here. Wow, nobody at the DNC. All right, let's see.
Look at all the police. Look at all the police. So just to summarize what we're covering, I want to say about a couple hours ago, there was a big protest march that was marching near the DNC venue, the United Center, and a group of protesters took down a security fence, one of the two fences that was keeping the venue secure. And so after that fence got down, a bunch of protesters went through the hole in the fence, and it was a tense situation because protesters were going through one of the two fences. And then Chicago police, a huge amount of Chicago police, came to the area with riot gear, and we have been watching the police.
So real quick, so somebody said that ABC is saying that the venue is full. So ABC, and this is at 5:23 p.m. Eastern time. So we want to make sure we get the time right. They are in Central Time. What time is it in Chicago right now? So an hour before here. So this is very correct. Time in Chicago. I think they're an hour behind Eastern Time. Time in Chicago. Yeah, it's 5:56. That was taken at 5:23. And it's supposed to start at 6 p.m. Chicago time. So that's what it looks like in Chicago. So you can't tell me that the venue is super packed, because people would have been there already. But once again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, so I don't want to give you guys super false information. But it is their own Central Time. So that's what the venue looked like literally moments ago. So interesting. Yeah, so this is what it looked like in night one in Milwaukee. Night one in Milwaukee was packed. People were excited. Trump didn't speak till later on. And Trump actually made an appearance. I didn't think he was going to make appearances, but he ended up making appearances from night one all the way to night four. And then he spoke in night four. Are they backed up getting into the venue? That can be true, but I mean, protesters seem to just be on this side. So yeah, well, I'll wait. I'll wait till we get the news. And I'll wait till it gets a little later, so that way we know if it's true that nobody showed up. So let me actually go to one of. Okay, hold on. Police are moving forward, so let me turn up the volume.
Now, some police are going somewhere else. So after our protest coverage, I am planning on doing DNC coverage.
Only in America. And that's
Oh, you guys couldn't hear me. Sorry, you guys couldn't hear me. I'm looking at the crowd size here. Sorry about that. And I'm looking to see how accurate it really is. So Mayor Brandon Johnson just spoke. And let's look at the crowd here. See the crowd. Okay, so this is what the crowd looks like. So yeah, not that far off. That was just moments ago. So yeah. So it looks very accurate. It doesn't look like a full packed house. It just looks like people are there, but not a full packed house. So it does look empty, guys. Specifically when you compare the RNC and the DNC. When you compare both, that there's a huge difference in excitement and momentum.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. I've already lost my voice. Hey. So yeah, what do you think about the competition media back?
Okay, so this is, I got an update here. This is what's going on the other side. This is what they do. Is this what's happening on the other side? What they did with the barricade after they took it. They took the barricade and just left with it. Okay, so that's what happened when they took down the barricade. Thank you for your $10 donation, RNC MCC. Thank you, bro. How is there more people outside than inside? Very good question. Very, very good question. As you can see here, a standoff happening with the police and protesters still as they're clearing out most of the parks. Some officers are retreating because so I think this is what's going to happen. Officers are going to end up retreating. Protesters are going to gather up. They're going to get mad. They're going to get even more mad, specifically when Joe Biden is talking, and they're probably going to try to go back to their area unless they close the whole thing down again. So it's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Way more fun on the outside, I'm sure, than what's going on inside. Yeah, I have to agree. I do have to agree with that. I'm not really interested in actually showing you guys the RNC, the DNC, excuse me. I'm not really that excited to see. I am excited to see. Okay, so the reports are correct. The reports are correct. This is the first speech at the RNC, and this is what it looked like. So the reports are very much correct. Nobody showed up to the RNC. What? This thing is supposed to be packed. Maybe it gets packed. Maybe it gets packed tonight. But usually at the RNC, all the chairs were filled up before it started. So that is literally just moments ago when they were making a speech. So this is moments ago when they were making the speech. So very interesting stuff. We're going to be keeping track of all of that. We're going to be keeping track of all of that. But I'm not, like I said, okay, so this is the same time during the same moments. No, is it? Because was Trump talking here? I don't know. But you can see the crowd versus the crowd up top and the crowd here. I'm actually going to share this. Very big difference in excitement for Democrats. Maybe they just get excited when Kamala speaks. Is Kamala going to show up tonight to sit and hear everybody talk? Is that, you know, not sure if that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Very big difference here. Very, very big difference in RNC and DNC on the inside. Let me get this up one more time for you guys. So for those who missed it, I think this is another update here. I think there's more footage of what was happening. That kid with the white shirt was actually the kid that was screaming, "Move in, move in, move in." As you can see, people were throwing things at the cops as they were making these arrests. So this was a little earlier for those who missed it or just coming in. The kid in the white, which is a white kid with the watermelon shirt, he was the one that was basically getting arrested first. He wanted to move all the way inside, but the cops were there waiting. So that's what it looked like a little earlier. Arrest, people throwing stuff, and then they started moving everybody back as soon as they made those arrests. See, and this is what's happening now.
Y'all paid to be here, bro. Can you believe that? You guys are paid to be here, and we're here. We want to do the right thing.
You guys are paid to be here.
Without us, they don't exist. They don't even exist without us.
Y'all need the working class. Y'all need us. They don't care about that either. I just don't care what you guys say you say Americans trumping over our rights. Can't even trust us because they fucking trying to bring out the times, bro. Seriously, get the fuck out of here. You guys got daughters and sons. We not like y'all.
Okay, so as they're having a standoff, this guy's giving a speech to the cops. I do want to take a listen to this real quick. Another white liberal losing his mind. Shall we listen to this? Let's go.
I would love everybody who's a Republican to get down. When they say, oh, we hate America, no, we don't. We hate you. We love America. We hate you.
It's not good to hate anyone. I don't hate anyone.
Well, hey, let me ask you a question. If you were an elected official, do you think it might be a good idea to like put these Republican Trump supporting QAnon voters in like re-education facilities and stuff?
Yeah, re-educate them?
Yes. I have decided we really need camps for adults. And we need the kind.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so that's something we're going to be talking about because I have, okay, that is wild. They came with the receipts. That's something that they've been talking about for some time. All right. Another update here.
Oh, maybe they fixed the fence. Yes, one of our viewers, Joseph, said maybe they fixed the fence. So maybe they did fix the fence. That's interesting. So they cleared out a park, and at the back of that park is a fence which protesters earlier took down. But I still see police in the park. But see, protesters are now going in.
Now protesters are going back. So the cops are leaving, built the fence again, and now protesters are beginning to go back and walk back that way.
Right. Would be wrong if we don't step up and say something like these guys are here. Don't you guys want us to say something to these guys? We're doing your business. You know you want to, but you can't because they're your bosses. You know that. We're trying to keep you establishment. Thank you for your loyal service.
So what do you guys think happened? What do you guys think happened tonight? You guys think things get crazy, or you guys think it's all settled down now? As you can see, cops are beginning to circle around the park. They're beginning to go the other way. You guys think that protesters are going to be again coming out strong? I'm actually not sure. I really don't know. I think the protesters are actually, there was a lot of them. They seem to be weaker today than they were yesterday. They seem to be weaker than the ones in New York when they were protesting the colleges and the universities. So they seem to be weaker, in my opinion. But I'm really not sure. We never know. They might be on the other side, and out of nowhere, boom. So all the cops here, these are Chicago cops, by the way. Somebody asked if they were United Nation police. I don't know. They're not. They're from Chicago. And this is a park close to the arena. So the DNC is going on right now. Let's get an update here.
There were not riot police right there. There were police behind the second fence, but they brought in all these police when that first fence got taken down. Like the people you just saw with the helmets walking away, the police, They were brought in after the fence got taken down. We did see a number of people get arrested. I think I saw on camera 4 or 5 people get taken into custody.
March demonstration outside the United Center, but then there's a lot of subgroups, really kind of splinter groups, everything from pro-communist organizations, socialist organizations.
You know, the main march that happened was a big march, and the vast majority of people who were marching were not at that fence. That the people at the fence taking down the fence was a smaller group. It looked like maybe, I don't know, like 1 or 2. If you told me it was 100 or 200 people or something, if even, maybe. But most of the people, the vast majority of the people who marched this afternoon were not at the fence trying to take down the fence. But there was a group that split off and went to the fence and then.
Where are those people at? Where are those people at? That's where I'm trying to figure out.
And arrest some people and clear out that park where the fence is. And then we just saw a bunch of police leave. So I don't know if they have fixed the fence or if they still have a bigger police presence that has remained where the fence is. I don't know. We can't tell yet. But.
So I got a comment here that says from Biz Q, thank you so much for your donation. She says they're feeling it out. They will strategize and come up with route plans for whatever chaos they're going to cause. I know a BLM leader. Yeah, we shall see what's going to happen tonight in Chicago. Yeah, we're going to figure it out. All right, guys. Well, I am going to get some more news ready for you guys. I'm going to get some more news ready as the DNC is now underway, empty crowd, and we're going to see exactly what Joe Biden says tonight. We're going to see everything that is going to happen. And yeah, night 1 of protest and DNC happening at the same time. Democratic National Convention has only 29,000 people watching. Interesting. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, make sure to smash the like button. Stay updated. I will be going live again. And yeah, see you guys on the next one, man. I'll see you guys in a bit. Trust me, there's a lot going on. We will not be short of content. We will not be short of content.